I don't know why we all couldn't just let it be. We're looking for answers I don't want to see. And why does it
Hello everybody, welcome to It's Talky. Well, it's Walky. It's Walky time.
Finally, the name of the podcast makes sense.
Yeah, finally, the joke I made 7 podcasts ago finally pays off.
Enjoy it, because eventually it'll start making sense.
Technically not the longest brick joke I've ever done in a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the second longest brick joke out of 2 podcasts. But yeah, who's with me today?
I'm with you. It's me, Scanner. My pronouns are they, them.
Yeah. Yeah, and it is also I, Tasserel, he, they. So are you ready for some comic book with like storyline?
Oh boy, does it have a storyline. That's the main thing it's got.
Yeah. But before we get to that, should we see what's going on in the movies?
Absolutely, we should.
All right, here we go. It is December 25th, 1999. And number 1, The Talented Mr. Ripley. Famous Christmas movie.
Is it? I wouldn't know. I haven't seen it.
It's not.
Oh. Is it a New Year's movie? Like It's a Wonderful Life?
Sure.
Yeah.
And then Any Given Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
It's football.
Okay, then I've not seen it. I've not seen any sports movie.
And coming up, the most Christmas movie of all, The Green Mile.
Oh hell yeah, that's a real like heartwarmer to sit and watch with the family.
So going down a bit, I guess Bicentennial Man is here.
Mm-hmm.
That sure is a movie people don't remember.
Yeah, a little bit. That seems like a largely forgotten one.
It sure was an okay movie.
Yeah.
Of the adaptations of various iRobot short stories, it's not the worst.
I mean, that's definitely true. There's definitely worse fucking iRobot adaptations.
Also, I guess Stuart Little's here.
Yeah. I mean, I can't believe you skipped over two of the main things that stand out to me, which is Galaxy Quest.
Mm-hmm.
That movie's fucking great.
Yeah. Pretty good movie.
Yeah. And American Beauty. That's a classic aside from, the main thing.
Also, Toy Story 2 is here.
Yeah. Also, Toy Story 2 is here. And then, that'll be it. They were like, we got a really good idea for a sequel, but no more. I think we're getting all of what we want to say about toys out of the way with this one. No more Toy Stories.
Well, yeah, but like movies about toys or like flash and pan, especially like CGI. No one's going to be doing that in the future.
Yeah.
All back to traditional animation.
Yeah, I mean, this is like the first like sort of knock at the door for the downswing of Pixar of just the endless sequels.
Mm-hmm.
This one's good though.
And it comes so early.
Yeah. But they realized they could just like do something that you'd already seen before and you would like it. So they're like, fuck it, man. Toy Story 4, Finding Nemo 10. Fuck it.
Cars, but it's an airplane.
Yeah. Remember that bit in
Thank you
Planes?
for making World...
Sorry.
I was about to say, thank you for making World War II canon.
Yeah, so we had... Yeah. Remember that bit in Planes where the fucking World War II happens? How did that work?
Well, there was one single guy who was responsible for nuclear weapons dropping on a populated center. There's just one dude. Look, he didn't like that everybody called him gay.
Yeah.
He had a complex.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, should we talk about Muzak?
Absolutely, we should. I don't think I've got anything more to say about these movies.
Yeah. They're like, there's some good movies here, but they're fine.
Yeah.
But number 1, we got...
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I haven't seen American Beauty in a while. It might not be any good. I mean, it's like a Sam Mendes movie, and like I like all of his movies other than the Bond ones, obviously. So I don't know. I'd have to rewatch it, but you know.
Well, yeah, it's got the horse, and the little girl rides it, and they have an adventure. And oh wait, no, that's a different movie.
Yeah, that's a completely different movie.
But you ready for Smooth by Santana?
That's a classic.
It's good.
Damn, I can't look at the list. Archive.org is down for me.
Oh no!
Hang on. See if the non-archive.org one works. Oh boy, it does. Oh, there's so many fucking ads on this website. Jesus Christ. I can't see anything.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, yeah, fuck it. Tell me what's on there.
There's Smooth by Santana.
Classic.
Back at One by Brian McKnight.
Not a classic.
Nah. I Want to Love You Forever by Jessica Simpson. And I Knew I Loved You by Savage Garden.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey, Whitney Houston's here.
Oh, hi, Whitney.
My Love Is Your Love. Oh, and Missy Elliott's here at number 7 with Hot Boys. Boys is spelled with a Z. It's important for you to know that.
I mean, that's how most things were spelled with a Z in the
True.
in 2000s.
Z's a cool letter.
Yeah, they are going out of fashion now that we're entering the year 2000, but they were cool for such a long time. That and X.
We got What a Girl Wants by Christina Aguilera at like number 13. Oh, no, we got a real classic here. Blue Dabba Dee by Eiffel 65. Sorry, we can't beat that one. But hey, what's been going on in the alternative space?
That's a good question. Let's have a look at.
Can anything beat Blue Dabba Dee?
Can anything beat that? Deltron 3030, their album came out. I think that definitely beats it. The soundtrack to Virgin Suicides by Air, that definitely clears it. Fevers and Mirrors by Bright Eyes, classic. That definitely beats it. Noise Made by People, the first like broadcast album. Here's Left Us. I can't remember what the full name of that album is because it's like so fucking long. By Silver Mountain Zion, the like side project by the guy from Godspeed You Black Emperor. That's a great record.
Yeah, leftists got to stop at naming things.
They really do. They just leftist band names be like. But yeah, that I don't know. I put that record on him firstly because it's good, but secondly also because the like a specific track from that, the like 13 Angels Surround Me, whatever. Again, every song on there has got like a 1,400 word long name, but that song was like a little bit of a meme for a while because it's got like these very sort of like creepy like vocal sounding synths.
Those are always cool.
Yeah, they are cool. It's a good song. It's a good record. Go listen to it. Domestica by Cursive. Classic like emo record from the 2000s. Well, 2000 as we know. Modest Mouse have 2 records out in the first half of 2000. They're building Nothing Out of Something, which is their like compilation album of like the various B-sides. And then they have Moon and Antarctica. They're like third full length.
Oh, nice.
That's a great record.
Yeah, it's a real good one. I love it.
Yeah. I've got nothing much to say about that other than just like if you're like listening to this podcast, like pause it and go listen to the Moon and Antarctica because it's great. I wrote down a lot. I apologize.
Yeah. Be careful around packs of feral dogs.
Yeah. One pack of the family dog. Feral. Fuck, I can't remember the song.
Wild pack of family dogs.
Yeah,
sorry.
They came running through the yard one day. Double O Void, the first like Sun-O record, the like drone metal band. They would go on to be like very sort of like influential in like the like kind of like weird like metal scene, which has then become having more popular like on the internet. Is like people on the internet like when metal's weird. They don't tend to like Metallica that much, but they do tend to like, you know, sort of weird shoegazy black metal and stuff. And so I think that's like an important record because obviously like Sun-O are not like the first like metal band to experiment a bit, not least because like their like main influence was Earth. But like I don't know, I think it's an important album. We also have the Marshall Mathers LP by Eminem. I talked about a few episodes ago about the Slim Shady LP, and then this is like a little bit of a maturation from Eminem. It's the album we get Stan from. The audience may not know that.
For the younger listeners, Eminem is the one who sang that Venom song.
Yeah, he went, Venom, Venom, Venom. But yeah, no. This I don't know. This like the term "stan" to mean a specific kind of like extremely obsessive fan to the point of like violence. Sometimes even comes from an Eminem song of the same name, and then it just got like used enough that like people like forgot the like original like meaning of it.
Yeah, not the weirdest place a slang term will ever have come from.
Absolutely not.
That's some will come up in a future episode, not related to like It's Walky, but another old webcomic that is on the docket to be talked about.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, so that's intriguing.
Yeah.
God, what's an old webcomic that created a term? I'll have to think on that. It's my homework.
Yep.
And I also wrote down, lastly, to get through this. Next week there'll be a long ramble about music from me because there's a specific album that comes out. But 3 albums on here that are not good, but I think are noteworthy in terms of where music's going to go for the first part of the 2000s. The State by Nickelback, The Sickness by Disturbed, and Infest by Papa Roach.
The 3 Horsemen.
Yeah. the post grunge of Nickelback, the new metal of Disturbed, and the whatever the fuck Papa Roach has got going on. It's just, that's gonna inform like guitar music for the next while.
And then Disturbed will have the number 1 rock single for 16 years straight, thanks to a cover.
Which one is that? I'm trying to remember.
Now I lost the name, but yeah, that like. I'll look it up later. Edit it in here.
Yeah.
All right. So editor task here. The thing I was talking about was that Disturbed's Simon and Garfunkel cover of "The Sound of Silence" has been on the Hard Rock Digital Sales chart as number 1 or in the top 10 for the last nearly 500 weeks. Since it came out in 2015. So if anybody says that hard rock is cool and an alive genre, just point them to that.
But yeah, that's music for the 2000s. That's what's going on in the indie scene and in the loud rock scene.
In the cool music instead of the popular music. But hey, we're gonna talk about an old webcomic first before we talk about an old webcomic. First, I want you to click on this, and I hope it loads for you.
Oh my god!
Did the big black box load with things inside of it?
It did. Oh, and you can zoom in and out, and it's like 3D. What the fuck?
Oh, that's the archive.
This
for
is
Sluggy
awesome.
Freelance.
Oh yeah, viewer.
Explain what the archive of Sluggy Freelance looks like.
It is like stacks of. Oh, you can click on them. Fuck, sorry. It is like stacks.
And if you click on them again, it takes you to them.
Oh, hell yeah, it's awesome. It is like stacks of the books, like floating in a black void. They're like stacked up, and you can like click on them, and they like come out, and then you can like click on them again, and it goes to it. But like it's just like a 3D object, so you can like rotate it around, and you can zoom in and out. This is crazy. Why did they do this? This was entirely unnecessary.
I know. When I found that, I was like, I love this. This is so Web 2.0. It's amazing. You don't get dumb stuff like this anymore.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, tell me about this webcomic.
All right. So Sluggy Freelance, created by Peter Adams back in 1997. It was on Bad Panda for a while. Before that, crashed and burned. The creator just kind of disappeared one day. So then it's been on its own website for the last 20 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
And it is kind of one of the first like webcomics that got popular enough that the creator could actually just make a living off of it.
Mm-hmm.
So like, not it's hard to tell who's the first, just because that's nobody's posting their stuff of I am actually the first. Here's my tax records to prove
it's
it.
It's hard to quantify, and also requires like defining a lot of terms.
Yeah,
like like what living on means, what webcomic means, etc.
Yeah, but like of the first wave, because like the web was finally big enough, and there were enough nerds. But it is like of this genre of like gag-a-day comics that like the archive effect took over, which is to say like storylines would slowly build up, like lore like built up over time, and there was this huge layer after layer of like things you were expected to remember because, well, the archive's right there. You can just go back and look to remind yourself. And it has been doing that for the last 30 years. But like the Gag-a-Day thing, like it's still jokey, but like where it hit its stride is it's like this collection of people who all used to live in like the same apartment complex, go on like wacky adventures in like sci-fi world or vampire world or fantasy world or go to hell, and like that'll be like an entire storyline, and it'll like wrap up, and then they'll have like a little breather and then start the next storyline. And like to give you to set this in time, people in the day like to compare it to like a Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got like your collection of characters, like your what you call it. You got Torg, your normal one, generic protagonist, voice of reason, good guy. Just he's fine. He shows up a lot.
Torg?
Torg.
Like the RPG?
More like the Swedish name.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah. Then you got like like I think he's supposed to have like a Viking heritage, which is like that. I mean, yeah, a lot of people in England have Viking heritage too. Vikings got around.
Yeah.
And then you got like Riff, who was his roommate, and was the inventor / slacker type.
Mm-hmm. The classic.
Yeah. And I'll say he was like a sysadmin or something, because you need somebody who does computers.
Mm-hmm.
As was the style of the time.
Yeah, I think if you did like a census on webcomic characters, like a good like 30% of them would be sysadmins.
Yeah.
These days, a good 30% of them would be trans admins.
Yeah, and the star of the comic, the most important person, Bun-bun.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is a comic made by somebody from Gen X. So Bun-bun's instead of having a funny talking animal mascot, we've got an edgy one who kills people, and he's evil and he's mean. And he's also the Easter Bunny because he killed the Easter Bunny by accident.
Yeah, he's in like a Santa Claus situation.
Well, he also has a war with Santa Claus that went on for like a decade.
I mean, I assume if the Easter Bunny's real, so is Santa Claus. I mean, Santa Claus like the Tim Allen movie.
Yeah. And you got your secondary host. You have Kiki. They're a ferret.
Yeah.
They talk. They're a ferret.
Yeah. You have a friend called Bouba.
I mean, Bun-bun is the bouba.
Oh my god, that's true. It's Kiki and Bun-bun.
You got Zoe. She's the other normal one, but she's a girl, so she's cooler and hotter.
Yeah.
She gets like plot and stuff as time goes on, but like that's kind of what she starts out with.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Gwen. She's witchy.
She's witchy.
Yeah. She does spells. She's sarcastic. Wears black. Giant glasses.
She spells her name like that. Gwynn. That's great.
Yeah. Actually, yes. But yeah, like, this is like also like not necessarily the first, but one of the first webcomics that got big enough that like things outside the internet would reference it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it showed up in a couple like sci-fi books would have a reference to it. Like one of them is a John Ringo book, and don't read John Ringo.
Okay. Also,
like Bun-bun's just a card in Munchkin. But like Munchkin just likes nerdy stuff, so that barely brings it out of the internet bubble. But yeah, it's kind of it is it's like a cornerstone of early webcomics.
Yeah, I mean, I'm recognizing a lot of the tropes from it that you just described.
Yeah. It is still going on today, and please do not ask me about any of the storylines that are going on today. I do not want to go through 27 years of lore to understand them.
I do have a question that maybe you find out early on. Why is it called Sluggy Freelance?
The creator just like made up joke answers for a long time.
Okay.
At one point, there is a god in the comic book called Sluggy, like an elder god that is like related to Bun-bun and I think Torg.
Mm-hmm.
And Torg's like middle name is Sluggy.
Okay.
But also at one point, Peter Adams said like, well, the web server was kind of sluggish, kind of sluggy. Mm-hmm. That might also be it. It's just a funny way to say sluggish.
Because before I learned about this, like all I'd known of it is like what get referenced of it in It's Walky, is I saw the bunny doing violence, and I'm like, oh, the bunny's called Sluggy, and he's like a hitman. He does like freelance killing. That's my assumption. I was just way off. He's not even called Sluggy.
Not even called Sluggy. Yeah, you got everything wrong. How did you get everything wrong out of like a 32 by 32 pixel like panel?
Yeah.
But that's a Sluggy Freelance.
That's a Sluggy Freelance. I did quickly just like scroll the first like part of it. This is me, by the way. I just sent you the first time.
Yeah.
Bun appears.
Yep. Yeah, but like if you ignore the horrific violence, Bun-bun's cute.
Yeah.
Is a mini lop.
His baby.
Yeah. Aww. Real. The anti Keffo.
Yeah.
But yeah, any other questions?
No, I think that's everything I need to know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's more than what I need to know. But thank you for the history lesson.
Yeah, this is a podcast. You don't need to know anything on a podcast.
Yeah. Is there a reason this one like became so notable? Like, is it especially good, or is it just it was?
The art was better than average.
Yeah.
For the time, and it updated 7 days a week. And it was 1997. There was not a lot of competition.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like there's a real first mover advantage for like some early webcomics.
Mm-hmm. I need to get in on that for whatever the new genre is.
It is voiceovering TikToks of other people's art.
I think that's been in for a while. I think I'm too late for
that one.
I mean, whatever it is, don't say. Don't give it away to the people listening.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that in an envelope, mail it to myself, and that way I've got a stamp to prove that I thought of it first.
Mm.
So should we talk about It's Walky and the Twin Towers?
Let's talk about It's Walky and the Twin Towers.
Yeah. We're starting off with like a whole lot of like redrawn like the first storyline of It's Walky.
Mm-hmm.
something that got like started in 2005 and then was finished in 2014 for the last part.
Yeah.
Willis got to where like it died off and it was like, you know what, I'm finishing this.
Understandable. Yeah, for like a full elaboration, Roomies is over. It's done. It's never coming back. We are now in a completely different story following one half of the characters from the previous section. It's called It's Walky because it's named after the main character now, Walky.
Yeah, you might remember him from the things with the aliens that showed up.
Mm-hmm. It started in 2000 with the new year ringing in, but it was then later redrawn, and most of the section we're going to go through today is the redrawn version. It's not worth like doing them separately because the original one is just like the same, but like the art is worse and there's less jokes in it.
Yeah. Yeah, we are going by the director's cut.
Mm-hmm.
So unfortunately, the Twin Towers did not show up in the original. That
would make sense, yeah. Because okay, so for context, there's the first page of the like redrawn version of it does include a little extra bit, which is just like, here's what's going on, here's the deal, here's our main character, it's Walky, and it does. I mean, I can just like read this out.
Yeah, go ahead.
I should probably do the recap also.
Let's do the recap right quick before we read the recap.
Yeah, sorry for the little bit of a mess on this one. So, this time on It's Walky for the first time. The year is 2000 and all is peaceful, but in the shadows, alien invaders are conspiring. But do not fear, secret organization Semi is up to the task of stopping them. Joyce, Sal, and the others are in Denver. Just write and the others.
Yeah. And the rest.
Yeah. Sorry?
And the rest.
Yeah, it's Joyce, Sal, a truck, beef.
The truck
Walky,
is an important character.
Walky, obviously, Jason. They did. For some reason, I did misremember the character's name as Truck. I'm fucking this up already. Joyce, Sal, Beef, Jason, Walky later on,
and Tony.
I forget the other guy. Tony. That's it. It began with a T. That's why I was thinking Truck. I was also thinking of like Mike Truck, the like Japanese baseball game. The name. The Bobs and Dugnuts. But yeah, they're and the others, our team 128 or whatever they were from Semi are in Denver when all the abductees that the aliens had previously taken and then returned mysteriously suddenly collapse because head alien has escaped. He reveals his plan, which is to use humans as telekinetic sleeper cells. Joyce and Jason head back to Semi and Walky's truck, bringing along the unconscious other members of their team, as Semi's mainframes are also offline and they can't use their jet. They get back to Semi, but aren't able to stop head alien fleeing. They chase him to a base in the Bermuda Triangle, but are shot down. Joyce's quick thinking, though, saves the day. After an encounter with an alien mech, they track down head alien, where he gloats and activates the sleeper cells, who are on their way to DC. Sal is committed to stopping head alien, even if it means killing the sleeper cells and some of her team. Semi fly to DC, they have a long battle, Joyce saves the president, Sal is forced to shoot Mike, and when all hope seems lost, Walky learns he's an abductee too, and so he has the ability to control alien tech, which he uses to shut down the mechs, free everyone, and almost kill Head Alien. Head Alien escapes and teases his backup plan. Joyce and Walky officially join the team, Walky is put on a diet, Joyce buys a puppy, Semi try to figure out what's up with Walky's brain, and Jason is curious about Sal's past. The day is saved, for now.
Quick correction. Sal didn't shoot Mike. Sal shot Tony.
That goes to show just like how well I was keeping track of the other members of the team.
Well, you don't have to keep track of Tony anymore.
Yeah, I suppose. Rest in peace, Tony Truck. Whatever his last name is.
Trucky. The Tony Truccolino. But yeah, should we?
I sped through that pretty quick because a lot of plot happens.
A lot of plot happens. Finally get more head alien! Yay! My favorite.
Anyway, so this is the redrawn first page. Sorry for a lot of reading at the start. This is how this how this director's cut version of the comic opens. At the turn of the millennium, humanity was plagued with a sense of normalcy. As usual, everyone was mostly concerned with who was sleeping with whom, whether the economy was growing or not depended on who you asked, and which political party you belonged to. Our greatest fear was the federal deficit, and maybe the Middle East, and not the threat of aliens from outer space. It was the age of innocence, a plateau of stability, while evil forces gathered in the shadows, an apocalypse was brewing, and an underground war was being fought to prevent it from occurring. At the beginning of this war, an unlikely, but no less important little kid was born. Who was he? The answer would surprise the same little kid most of all. It's Walky.
And also, I will note, we got Bun-bun, Torg, and Riff up in one of the little panels.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Clinton.
Yeah, just Bill Clinton's big fucking face.
Yeah. The Matrix.
Yeah.
The Twin Towers. And Saddam Hussein.
Yeah. And then the first image is just like a cop like directing traffic, I believe. It's quite hard to make out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an interesting choice of images.
It really sets you in the time period.
Yeah.
Hey, nothing's happened yet. Nothing bad is going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hence why earlier I said it like wouldn't have made sense for the original comic drawn in 2000 to have the World Trade Center, because like you wouldn't know that was going to matter.
Yeah.
Just like, yep, it's still there. I do wonder though if the aliens are going to like destroy it.
We'll have to find out.
That'll be their secret plan.
Yeah, we're closing in.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we get some of the updated pages, like going through the backstory, explaining like Walky, his twin brother Beef, who is incredibly white and huge and tall.
Yep,
with blonde hair.
Later on, Joyce finds this out that they're twins and has the exact same reaction I did of just like looking between the two and being like, "That doesn't right."
But yeah, after this new art, we get back to the old art. Yay, it's the official first one. The real first one. Which is just the one panel of screaming at Walky.
Yeah, he runs into a wall. That's his character, really. He just like sort of runs into walls.
Yeah. Yeah, the eternal 5-year-old.
Yeah. He's very, like, hyperactive and ditzy.
And luckily, Willis gives us the origin story for Wiggy.
Yeah,
the catchphrase that will come up multiple times.
Yeah, his catchphrase is Wiggy, which comes from the author mistyping woohoo. And that becoming a running joke. If that happened now, they would like name the group chat after it.
Yeah. I mean, what is Discord but just IRC, but a giant corporation owns it?
Yeah. You just tell the story. Misremembering the the Grinch is the mistyping the Grinch is the grink. Was the grink there? Fucking, I can't remember the tweet, but it's funny. I'll just put it in the link dump. Go read the tweet. It's funnier than me.
Yeah. Also, Dina's here.
Hi, Dina. She said anything
She's
yet?
still comatose. Eventually, she will say words.
Yeah, we got like a teaser of
Don't think it will be until like next episode.
Yeah, we got a teaser of her last time, and then for all of this, she's either unconscious or mind controlled. So
yeah, but yeah, you get some like little one-off gags of Walky being the most. This is 1999 that somebody like doing a story about like set in the past would do, but no, this was just current.
Yeah, he just like says Game Boy is to be like, oh yeah, this was when the Game Boy was out.
Yeah.
He does also predict 3D TV.
Mm-hmm.
I bet he was really disappointed when he got that. It's like, oh damn.
Yeah. Yeah, you still can't look up people's noses with 3D TV.
It just gives me a fucking headache, and the image is dim because I have to wear sunglasses to watch it.
Or maybe it just gives you a headache, and that's it. Hello 3DS.
Yeah.
It has terrible viewing angles.
Yeah. That should have been like the hard mode for 3DS games, is it just like cranks that up to the max, so you have to play it with a headache.
But yeah, we've made it. It's December 31st, 1999. Mm-hmm. We've only got 1 year and a few months left of the 90s.
Oh wait, is it? Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry. I understand what you're saying.
yeah. But you realize the end of the 90s.
Yeah. Yeah. Happy New Year. This is a really nice drawing of Denver, by the way. In the redrawn comic, the art is like a massive step up. I will say. I mean, it's I mean, we've been talking about that like for like basically every time that like we see a little flash forward, but like this is the best it's gotten. It's like really good.
Mm-hmm.
I do quite like it in the like black and white, the like newer art style, but like still like really like stark with like how it's shaded. It's quite pretty at times.
A binary shading.
Yeah, the characters are also just like
or flats, as some people would call them.
The characters are also much more like expressive and also distinct from each other. I can tell who's who.
Mm-hmm.
They don't all have like rectangles for hair.
Yeah, you can still tell boys from girls without just going by hair length.
Yeah.
You can strangle Jason by his dumb little bow tie.
Yeah, Jason's fucking sucks in this. I hate this British character.
Yeah, what are your feelings on Jason as the official British expert?
I mean, he's trying to be James Bond, so he's a cunt. We don't need another murderous toff. I don't know. I mean, I like him being a dick in this. It's like funny that he's a dick. We do get the best joke. It's resulting from that. We'll get to that later. Yeah, I don't know. Everyone is just like much more like characterized. I don't know how to describe it, but they're much more like
The writing is much sharper.
Yeah, I still don't really know who Mike and Tony are, hence why I forgot their names. But
yeah,
for the people we focus on, I know what their deal is.
Yeah, and Beef, you definitely you really feel Beef in all his dialogue, right?
Yeah. I suppose it doesn't help that they're like unconscious or mind controlled for most of this, so that we don't get like hear much of their thoughts.
Well, I'm sure we'll get to hear way more Beef's thoughts. He's very talkative.
Yeah, aliens.
But hey, it's happened. It's the start of a new millennium. It's year 0, and Head Alien is breaking free.
The aliens attack the Denver.
Oh yeah, we should also mention that like Tony and Sal have like a secret relationship.
It's so secret I didn't notice.
Yeah, so secret that the author forgot why it was secret to begin with.
The forbidden love.
The answer is that it's a retcon for later.
Yeah.
It was like, oh right, I probably should have set this up more. Oh well.
Oh well, fuck it.
Future me will fix this.
Yeah, Head Alien escapes. I can't quite recall how.
Well, like, as the clock strikes midnight, pretty much every one of the abductees, except for Sal, Joyce, and Walky, pass out, and the central computer gets hacked, and then he just burst through out of his tube.
Yeah, the computer was keeping the tube from breaking, I guess.
Yeah, it was the only thing holding the glass in on that tube.
Yeah. A fucking AI-powered tube.
Yeah. But Year Zero is a good name. I like Year Zero. The name Year Zero.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you're like, pseudo soft rebooting your comic.
Yeah.
And it's Y2K.
True. But yeah, we get like some as the author brags about a little bit, we get some interesting like panel layouts with him sort of like being in the like foreground of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
He goes on his evil monologue where he explains his plan, which is that the aliens have like telekinesis, which they use to control their technology, but they can't breathe Earth's atmosphere, so they have to wear suits, and doing that blocks the telekinesis, so they can't like use their shit. So what they're going to do is abduct humans and do something to them that isn't fully explained, but that gives them like the telekinetic powers, and then they're going to mind control the humans, which is a pretty clever plan.
Yeah. It's working pretty well to start with.
Yeah, we learn also here that they've done this to like thousands of people. Previously, we only knew of like 4. So this is quite a step up in terms of the threat.
Yeah, Yeah, turns out Squad 128 wasn't just named that for a random number. There's just a lot of squads.
Yeah.
Just me on the playing the original XCOM. Yeah, and then we got to bring child soldiers. Everybody loves child soldiers.
Mm.
I guess since they're in college, they're child adults.
Yeah, they all have to be like young because of the neuroplasticity or something.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose they couldn't do it to kids because they'd be like really weak, and you could just like knock them over.
Yeah, it is true. Kids are like the size of a alien, and you see what happens to aliens.
Yeah, they get like
Just
punted
punt
around
'em.
all the time. These poor things. Ah, fuck it, they deserve it.
I do enjoy the little joke that's just like they get out the secret agent manual, and it's like, hey, what do we do if the central computer gets hacked? Central computer can't be hacked. It's the user problem.
Mm-hmm. Try rewriting your prompt.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hack Sammy's mainframe in English. Are they fucking up pussies?
Yeah, everybody finally gets back from Denver to the semi headquarters, which is close to Denver, but not in Denver.
Yeah, I think this was established last time because I like asked this of like where the fuck it is semi, and it's like in the mountains in Colorado somewhere. And I joked that it was on the other side of NORAD.
Yeah, it's a duplex with NORAD.
Yeah, but yeah, they can't fly the plane. I guess the plane is like controlled by the semi central computer. So they find Walky. He's just hanging around. Literally. Yeah.
Somehow hung himself from the top of an elevator by his feet to surprise people for Happy New Year.
He's like bubblegum to stick himself to the ceiling.
Yeah.
This will come up later. But yeah, so they Walky happens to have a truck so that they can get back.
The author's truck.
Yeah, that's cute. Is that it's just
it
is
the very
car
cute.
The author owned. It is I wrote this down. I guess I didn't write this down. It's a Dodge Ram. It's a specific Dodge Ram, and I can't remember which one.
Yeah, but got it. Black 1998 Dodge Ram 50.
Which
so just back when you could have a tiny truck before the chicken tax.
Yeah, Jason doesn't care for this car, but if like he thinks this is Volker, you should see the Dodge Rams they make now, dude. Like, Jesus Christ, this thing's fucking quaint compared to that.
I don't know. We're fighting between Jason's bouginess, where he would love like a King Ranch, but his anti-Americanness, where it would be too. So it's like you just flip a coin. But yeah, we get a little quick recap of what happened to Joyce, because this was originally going to be for like new readers.
Mm. Oh yeah, we find lost a little bit of my notes. Hang on. Yeah, Joyce as we learned last time lost her memory when she used the alien head forehead thing. We find out that she apparently lost like her entire memory and had to have like things like being able to like walk and speak English like reprogrammed into her manually. So she's just like a complete like blank slate.
Yeah, they call it the memory eraser, not the memory to do a little bit of shuffling around up there. Yeah,
it's not like a Neuralyzer where it did like the past like 3 years. Like before she got abducted by aliens, it's just like the whole lot. Although she is like very similar as a person, so.
Mm-hmm.
But she doesn't know that. She doesn't know what she was like before, so she doesn't know that like she's still ultimately the same person.
Yeah, and it's not like there's still memories in there kicking around as later she will name a dog Danny, but don't worry about that. We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
But for now, we just get cool Dodge Ram action, and shoving people into the bed of a Dodge Ram.
Yeah, they just swing them in there. This is where. Sorry.
put in beef, and they're just gonna crush everyone else.
Yeah, you should probably put him in first. He's so fucking big. What the fuck? He looks like Duke Nukem. I'm going to include this panel just so you can see his Duke Nukem ass face, and also Joyce reacting to learning that him and Walky are twins.
But yeah, and then Big Boss finally gets to like do something.
Yeah.
For like a hot second, tries to threaten a head alien. But head alien just takes everybody else hostage. It's like, yeah, already planned for you to do this, nerd. And then flies away in his dumb little thing that I'm sure makes Jetson noises as it flies off. Love his dumb little saucer.
It does look a little bit like the kind of like ride that would be like outside a store.
Yeah.
Like one of those, but it's an alien spaceship.
Yeah, but after he leaves, Joyce comes in and just like obliterates multiple aliens, just eviscerates them, their guts going all over the place.
Yeah, she uses the giant like laser gun that she got previously that she had like bedazzled. She spooms them.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that alien does get like fucking bisected.
Yeah. It's okay. Legs. You can't. It's just they're just full of gunk.
Yeah.
Aliens don't have organs in them. Don't worry.
Yeah, they're just like bags. This was a missed opportunity because Jason also shows up to shoot the other aliens after like Joyce is knocked backwards like into the wall by the recoiled gun. Yeah. Like he shoots one of the aliens. That was a missed opportunity to have him like doing the like Bond pose from like the intro. Mm-hmm. Da-da, da-da.
Look, I know he was kicking himself for not doing that after the fact.
Yeah.
But yeah, they it turns out, yeah, Tony's Big Boss's son.
Mm-hmm.
And they got to go off and like chase after head alien.
Mm-hmm.
And Joyce decides, yeah. And Joyce is is convinced by Alan to like, hey, maybe you should bring Walky with you, in a very like hint hint nudge nudge kind of way.
Yeah.
Because hey, Walky was there when you lost your memory. Maybe you should bring him with you. I'm sure this plot line is not going to bring up a drama in the future.
Mm. I mentioned the jetpack because it is really cute that she's just like floating there on it.
Yeah.
It's adorable. She's playing,
She's playing.
They decide that now's the time they're going to declassify various knowledge about the aliens to Squad 128. The information they tell them, they should probably already know that.
Yeah.
I mean, this is as this is a story, so this is mainly for the audience. I know how this works, but it is quite funny that they are just telling like very basic stuff.
Look, some of them have been mind wiped.
Yeah, that's true. But even then, they should probably have told them what happened. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's just funny. It just stood out to me, like the exposition of it all. I love that they're just like dragging the unconscious guys around. Also,
yeah.
Like anything you can put them on, you just like hook them under the arms and.
But yeah, they get in their little jet, fly off.
Mm.
Fly to Florida and get shot out of the sky.
Well, they fly. I think past Florida to somewhere in the Bermuda Triangle, right?
Yeah, somewhere in the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Walky worries he's going to be made to wear a bow tie.
Oh yeah.
And he says, "Leave my neck alone, you Windsor Nazis." And then does like a sort of like joking like Sieg Heil. That's pretty funny. Joyce is just like really taken aback here. She has no idea what the fuck he's talking about. It's a really good face. There's so many good faces in this section.
Oh yeah. I also enjoy the dumb little stick figures at the very bottom when they get shot out of the sky and are all tumbling through the sky.
Yeah.
Yep, sorry folks, we had a bit of technical difficulties. I don't know if I'll edit this out or not. Plane was getting shot down.
Yeah, the plane gets shot down by like a big laser gun. It goes crack-a-bow. I was I was originally like confused here just by what was happening. Because it cuts to the aliens with like the laser shooting it down, and I didn't know the alien was going to where they were going, but like that does make sense. So I originally thought the alien was like back still at like Semi, and it just like shot them with a laser, and the angle of it didn't make sense because they would be like well beyond the horizon, but it's pointing up in the air. So I was like, was that to the? Does it have like a trajectory? Is it like gravity's rainbowing, like a VT into the plane, but with a laser?
They bounce it off the moon.
Yeah, it's like the fucking the Denali cannon in 17776. It's shooting like a giant like steel ball into the mainland US. But yeah, no, the aliens have also just like flown to this island in the Bermuda Triangle, and the not Sal. Where is Sal? Sal's somewhere else. She says up later, that's why I was confused. But yeah, Jason, Joyce, Walky, and Alan were all in the plane, and they get shot down, and they're falling.
Yeah, and, Alan's not with them falling.
Yeah, they don't know where Alan is. But Joyce comes up with this clever plan, which is they're all going to get together, and she's going to turn on a jetpack and slow their descent.
But it works. Unfortunately, the jetpack is also shoots fire.
Yeah, so it briefly sets them on fire before they decide, this is a bad idea. So essentially,
also we get a. Sorry. I was about to say. Also, we get the really fun bit like of the one of the little aliens bringing head alien the mind control box and head alien is incensed because it's already turned on, and he's like, no, I wanted to gloat first before I turned it on.
Yeah, them falling on the plane is like in the cut
monologue
of this. He's like, damn it, I had to be like, had to do my little speech and then dramatically press the button. So like everyone gets like a briefly mind controlled, and then just like it gets turned back off again, and everyone like we see like that Semi is just like really confused, like, well, did they stop it?
Yeah.
They've got no clue what's going on.
Yeah, and on the other hand, we get Joyce with another bright idea. What if I shoot my big comedy kickback gun?
Yeah.
While we're falling.
Yeah, the recoil of it will slow us down. So I'll just shoot at the last minute. It's like jumping in like an elevator kind of plan.
Yeah. But luckily it works. And no one dies.
Yeah. The way this is drawn is very cute because it's like from a distance. So it's just like this little speck falling, and it goes poof, and then they're like, like thrown off to the side.
Yeah, just little stick figure booger drawings.
Walky goes again. That's cute.
Hey, they found Alan.
Yeah. Also, they were just like, it's just those three, and so they're like, hey, wasn't there like a fourth guy that was with us? Where the fuck is he?
Yeah, well, they find his ear.
Yeah, Walky finds his ear, like Blue Velvet style, just like in the grass, and then who is it? Oh yeah, then he finds like just his loose leg. Because he's just like in bits. I guess I suppose he was like blown up like in the initial like laser blast rather than like hitting the ground. Because if he hit the ground, he would just be like a splat rather than pieces.
Yeah.
Jason's just like, well, that was a bit of a downer. Let's move on with this. Whereas Joyce is like actually like, hey, we should take a minute to like grieve for this guy. Like, she's quite like distraught over this, which I like. It's nice to see a character like caring about someone, and also, I don't agree with it obviously, but Jason, his like counters this is like we're in a rush and we need to save the rest of the world. I don't know, this is a nice little bit.
Yeah, it characterizes them both.
Yeah,
and then he gets to do a really dumb joke.
Yeah, while Walky's off, of like looking at the bits, an alien mech shows up. It looks a little bit like a Mad Cat from like MechWarrior.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. It's the same silhouette. It doesn't look at all like it, but
well, it doesn't have the boxes.
Yeah.
You need the boxes to be a full Mad Cat.
Yeah. For the audience, imagine a Mad Cat, and then it's got less boxes, and also it's like got absolutely no greeballs.
Well, it's got one big gun on it, so it's more of like a hunchback.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, Jason is like, if you have any ideas, I'm all ears. Oh, come on, that was funny. Americans. Joyce is just looking aghast.
She's aghast, and then it's the next panel where he goes, "Oh, come on, that's funny," and she's still aghast. And it's like, you know what? That would be my reaction too, to like a guy that like just died. This guy's making fucking puns, and there's like bits left over. Jesus fucking Christ, dude!
Gotta never invite you to one of the funerals I go to.
Oh, I mean that's at least like, I imagine the person was like chill with you doing bits about them. This is just like this is your coworker. You're like doing fucking puns. God, her face is so good. Audience, you have to fucking look at it.
Yeah. We might have our episode art.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, the aliens show up and Jason's like, "Let's shoot these guys." Oh, that doesn't really work. Neither his tiny little pistol is any effective, nor is Joyce's laser. But yeah, then the as Walky's getting squeezed to death, the machine mysteriously stops working. Yeah, just like shuts down. And we find out the alien in the machine's name was Katie, or maybe Jennifer. Yeah. Yeah, they try and interrogate the alien who was piloting it to tell them where Head Alien is. And they then suddenly cut to them in Head Alien's base, and we find out they just like followed the road that led to it. Yeah, the paved road. Yeah, that's a good gag. Well, there's one road on this mysterious island. I suppose there's only one thing it could go to. But yeah, like they hold up Head Alien, and he monologues at them, and then turns on the mind control device again. Now that it's more like it's more thematic and like cool. Yeah, now I can do his Ozymandias thing. I did it 35 minutes ago. Yeah. Except he's doing it right now. But you still can't stop him. Mm-hmm. But it's okay, Sal shows up. Mm-hmm. She Akira slides in. I also wrote that down. She Akira slides in. Not on a bike, she just like does the slide like on her like hands and feet. Yeah, and crushes the mind control remote box. Yeah, which does not switch off the mind control. It just breaks it. Yeah, it's like, you crushed the TV remote. Yeah. What do you think? The TV's just not gonna keep doing what it was doing. I also wrote that down in Head Alien's speech. He says, "My Grandmaster Stroke, every single semi-agent is now under my control. Every speedster, every powerhouse, every savant. They obey me now as they were designed to from birth. From every corner of the globe, whether they were recruited by Semi or not, I own them. Your word is forfeit. History begins anew tonight. It is year zero." The use of the word speedster, powerhouse, and savant is interesting there, because I guess this is where we find out they also just like have superpowers. Yeah. This is where Worm got the idea. I was going to say, these are these words caught me off guard, because they are like... I feel like these come a little bit later in terms of like categories for various kinds of superhero. But I guess they showed up earlier. Yeah, you got to remember, people have been online for a while now. Yeah, I know Worm didn't like invent those things. It didn't invent a lot of things, but like, that's the first time I can remember an example of like people being like, yeah, if a person runs fast, they're like a speedster, and if they're smart, they're like a savant, etc. Yeah, speedster's been around for a long time. Yeah, well, that's just like someone who is savant, fast, but like less so. Yeah, the idea of like categories for like specific kinds of superpowers is like, feels like a newer thing. That feels like a power scaling kind of like way of thinking about stuff. I regret to inform you, people have been power scaling since the first zine. Yeah, but like I mean like power scaling wiki and shit. And again, I know that's older than, I know that's like forum stuff, but like it feels like much more like mid 2010s than it does 2005 or whenever this is like redrawn. Mm-hmm. Well, I think we're past the 2005 stuff and we're in the 2014 stuff. Oh yeah, so it's contemporaneous. So I'd have to look at the old version to see if the same words are being used. Regardless, it stood out to me. It doesn't matter much in terms of the story. It's just we learned that each each person abducted by the aliens have been given some kind of power that makes them extra special, makes them really strong or really fast, as well as telekinetic.
Yeah, been a few hints that people who are have been abducted are just in general stronger than people.
Yeah,
that's the only way anyone can pick up beef.
Yeah, maybe that's how we got so strong and white.
It's so white.
It's fucked up.
Hey,
that
put a pin in that one.
Fuck off. Fuck off. There's no way they like Iron Skied him.
Look. You don't have to put in a pin for it. We'll find out next episode.
Okay. But yeah. Anyway, Sal fucking breaks the remote, and she's like, "Well, fuck it. Let's just like kill people." She's like, "We need to stop them from doing their evil plan. So let's just like kill the sleeper cells."
Well, I guess I got to kill more people.
I want to kill more people. We also kind of learn how to head aliens' plan here, which is he's gonna have them like march on your nation's capital, which in this case is DC.
Yay!
Yeah, yeah. He's doing Jan 6, but with
with 20-year-olds instead of like 40-year-old owners of used car dealerships.
Yeah. The plan feels kind of small scale. I assume we'll learn more, but like, I don't really get what Head Alien's plan is, because it seems like him and the other aliens were like kicked out of their planet, for some reason. Now they're on Earth and they want Earth for some reason, and they're gonna like try and take it over. But I don't know what for. For now, it's just they're taking it over because they're evil. They're the bad guys. That's what. Yeah,
there's definitely an answer to that one.
Yeah.
But hey, Sal kills some people. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she in the normal Sal fashion, instead of like being normal and just like, you know, landing carefully or entering an area normally, she just fucking crashes her little scooter, the flying scooter, into some people and just eviscerates them.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. She does do a cool pose. She's like a cool guy who doesn't look at explosions.
Yeah, she jumps from it before it crashes, does an entire flip and lands on her feet, while the explosion happens behind her and takes out a whole other collection of people. Mm-hmm. Started to think, hey, is Sal cool?
She is pretty cool. She does kill people, and that's always cool. I don't know if she's going to be able to fight like hundreds and hundreds of mind-controlled people and also a bunch of mechs that are stomping around, but I believe in her.
Well, it's okay. We've got Joyce here.
Sorry?
We got Joyce here too. That's 2 women's. True.
Yeah, the other 3 show up in tow. Jason says we seem to have arrived before the news crews. That's good. I don't think there's any news crews not always in DC. I think that's kind of unlikely.
Yeah.
And also that over the course of this, and like over the course of like a fucking like some kind of flying craft crashing into DC, and also the White House being taken over, that like this isn't going to appear on the news. Yeah. Fuck it. I think if you crashed a plane into like the reflecting pool, people would notice.
Yeah. Or if you stood on top of the Air Force One as it comes out of the reflecting pool in your cool mech.
Yeah, true. God, I hope that's real. I hope that there is actually like a runway under the reflecting pool.
Yeah. It's true. I've been there. You haven't.
Did you know, this is like a fun fact I like to bring up, that like during 9/11, which will come up in this comic, as we keep alluding to, because they were worried that like they were going to also crash a plane into the White House, which may well have been what Flight 93 was aiming for. There's not really any like proper defense for that. It's not like DC has like SAM sites. So they just sent up a bunch of like Secret Service people to the roof of the White House with AR-15s and told them to shoot at any incoming planes. Which I suppose is better than nothing, but I don't think that would really make much of a difference.
Yeah, AR-15s are not known for their air-to-air ability.
Because even if you get really lucky and shoot like through the cockpit of a plane at close range, it's like, well, at that point, I think the plane's coming no matter what.
Yeah.
It's not like it's gonna skid to a stop in midair.
Well, no, it just despawns if you kill it.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, we have so many little weirdos showing up. of like abductees that will show up later, and also just one-off people that can get killed.
Yeah, we find out later on that she kills 12 of these people. Yeah, they try and fight back, but they're overwhelmed, and Walky just like hides.
Yeah. And then Hate Alien shows up in a golf cart with golf clubs.
Yeah, this is pretty funny. I wasn't like in love with like Hate Alien, but he was like starting to win me over here. Walky's just hiding behind a wall, and Hate Alien's there in a golf cart and just like starts playing golf while his like plan is unfolding.
Yeah, and Walky just stands there, and it's like Hate Alien hands him the golf club, and he's like, Walky's like, "I'm not on your side. Are you sure?"
Yeah.
But we cut from that to Bill Clinton.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Joyce is heading to the White House to protect the president. It was just like actually Bill Clinton. It's not like like Bill Paxton Independence Day style, just like president guy. It's it's the actual real one.
Yeah.
Get away from him.
In the original comic, like Joyce just kind of goes off to defend the president and pops back up later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I imagine the author at that time had different opinions about Bill Clinton.
Yeah, but also did not think about how funny it would be to have a real actual president in your comic.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it does make it quite strange. It's just regular Bill Clinton. Oh god, this. Yeah, fuck. Sorry, you go.
Yeah. Love Joyce like finding Bill Clinton's just like, are you sure you're the president? Are you old enough?
Yeah, she just doesn't recognize him. Which she wouldn't. She's been mind wiped.
And you were saying?
Yeah, she like hides him under a desk, and Bill Clinton says, "This is a reversal of the usual arrangement." That's a good gag. I love a fucking Monica Lewinsky joke in 2014.
But yeah, we've got the most one-sided fight of Jason and Beef.
Yeah, he's just like trying to like dodge him. He's just like beating the shit out of him.
Yeah, and then Sal just goes to shoot Beef in the head. Mm-hmm. But it's okay. Walky's finally found his calling.
Yeah.
Got to save his twin brother. But yeah, we've got Head Alien here gloating as everybody is like at their worst. Everybody's getting strangled to death, and like Joyce does some big, huge like shot of the gun to to knock the people away from the president, so she can show up on time too.
Yeah, she doesn't want to like shoot anyone. She doesn't want to like kill these people just because they're like mind controlled. So what she comes up with a plan is to shoot in the opposite direction of them. She's gonna like blast through them and like knock them out, and also like fling herself out of the White House to show up back with the rest of the gang. It's pretty clever. The gun gets a lot of like good uses in this. I wasn't expecting it to be used so much, and in like a clever way where it's like mainly the recoil that's the important thing rather than it's like just like it destroys stuff.
And like every proper comic, the blunt force trauma to her head makes her return some of her memories of when she was abducted as a child.
Yeah, while she's flying through the air, she hears some words when she was abducted the first time.
And then, as you know, Walky's getting choked out by Tony, Head Alien just gives Sal a gun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he just likes to see the carnage.
Yeah, like somehow he knows that the two of them have been secretly dating, and it's like, yes, this would hurt her the worst. Funny.
Yeah, it's a good line. It's you know, I say I want to take over the world, but it's really these smaller moments that keep me properly engaged. What a sicko.
and while all of this is happening, as like Walky gets choked out, the machines are starting to like short out, and then like the second before like Tony gets got by Sal, like he comes to his senses.
Yeah, there's like a brief like snap of awareness from him, and then he gets just like shot.
Because it turns out Walky's superpower is controlling alien machines.
Mm-hmm.
And the brainwashing machine is a machine.
Yeah, Joyce remembers having been abducted, and she was alongside Walky, and she remembers this, and so she goes, well, if Walky was abducted, that means he has the ability to control alien technology also. Even if he doesn't remember, it's still, like, in him somewhere. And so Walky remembers that, and then he shuts down the mechs, and realizes also, oh, hey, the mind controller is also alien tech, and just shuts that off. And then,
also, man, Beef just keeps getting bigger.
Yeah, he's so huge. But yeah, then he realizes another thing, which is, well, the aliens, like, suits they're wearing are also alien tech, so I can control that. And so he just, like, starts, like, choking head alien out, which is that's kind of crazy. He's just, like, straight up gonna kill him.
And also, they say the line, it's Walky.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, just as he's about to go, head alien comes up with a clever plan, which is to just distract him, because he's very stupid, as was established earlier. He's very easily distracted by food. So he like looks away for a second, and then head alien just like runs off.
She just fucking books it.
Yeah, look at him go.
And we get Bill Clinton covers it all up perfectly fine. Weather balloon. Yeah. Weather balloon accident, no more, no less.
Yeah, that's a good gag. The like invocation of like the like weather balloon thing for like alien spaceships. It's just like all of the shit that went down in DC today was a weather balloon. This does sort of imply that like Clinton is, if not the head of SEMI, at least like high up in it, right?
Yeah. Knows of its existence.
Yeah, and so he's like, well, I'll cover up, guys. I'll cover up all the shit that happened to try and hide SEMI.
Come on, the U.S. government would never hide anything.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it would never hide anything this well.
That is, I mean, calling the fires and explosions throughout the capital a weather balloon is not very well.
Yeah, I guess we'll see like next time, like how if people really believe this, if they're just like, yep, done and dusted, or if like this is the start of like people finding out that like aliens are trying to secretly invade.
Yep, head alien goes off to one of his many bases, pouts. And then says, well, time for plan 37.2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he has
keeps a diversified portfolio of nest eggs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like we've got to make new new suits first of all, but then we got our next take over the world plan, Plan Z,
and then hey, you ready for some gags?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, then we go back to the old art. The way this like first bit like wraps up this first very long storyline is that Team 128 gets like reshuffled because obviously one of them's dead. They're out. Joyce officially in, and Walky in too as a new recruit, because previously he was just like a lab assistant, which mainly involved dropping things in the lab because he's very silly, you see. But now he's on the team since he's proven his combat aptitude, or at the very least the potential for it. So that's what this first section of the old art is.
Yeah, just a bunch of Jason trying to fix Walky's diet and Walky being like, not Cheetos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this chapter is called Nachitos. I don't know if those are real. Let me check right now.
It is made up.
Okay, yeah, but they're like what they sound like. They're nachos and Cheetos. They're crisps. That he's addicted to, and seems to be his main diet. And we're like, how is he not fucking dead?
Thank you, alien abduction.
Yeah, he's on the like Asmongold diet. Yeah, Jason is like, well, you gotta start eating proper food, like vegetables now. I do like the bit where he's like telling him okay, here's what you're gonna have to eat, and then in the middle of this is just like put down the ketchup. It's just like Walky just like silently picking up a bowl of ketchup. I don't know, it's really good the way that's paced.
Yeah. Sadly, there's not an oversized bottle of ketchup.
Yeah. Oh, it should have been him like trying to like just drink it straight from the bottle. But yeah, like during this also, we get like Sal's interrogation where we find out that she killed 12 SEMI members and possibly more people who weren't in SEMI but like were mind controlled. And she's upset about this obviously, but she believes.
Yeah, it's for the greater good.
Yeah, if she didn't shoot Tony, then Walky would have died, and we never would have like stopped them at all. So like it had to happen. It was like necessary.
Yeah, and if it wasn't necessary, that would be even worse for me, and I don't want to think about that.
Mm-hmm. It had to happen.
And now we have gone full circle of why they were in a secret relationship.
Yeah. And then we come back from this to Walky's in a Cheeto heist to try and find where they're hidden. It's kind of a tonal mess, but you know,
that's how
it is.
Got some gross jokes here. We don't have to go over.
Yeah, there's a really fucking gross one that did make me feel a bit sick.
We're gonna skip over these.
Yeah. And then Joyce becomes sorry.
Yeah, we'll just go straight to go into the pet shop.
Oh no, there's another one I quite like at the end of this, which is
Okay.
Joyce becomes Sal's new roommate for about 5 minutes and then gets kicked out because she has all
Because she sees she's too girly.
Yeah, she has all her plushies. She has Pikachu. Oh, hello. Oh, sorry, it's a brief hiccup. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she has Pikachu. And some other like indistinct ones. These may or may not be references to something. There's like a sort of grey one with spiky hair.
Yeah, that one feels like a reference, but I'm not sure to what.
Yeah, but she gets kicked out, and then Walky's also there, haven't been kicked out previously. I don't know. I really like Joyce. I would spend time with her. I would let her tell me what all her plushies' names are.
Yeah, she's chilled out a lot after getting all her memories wiped.
Yeah, I mean, I liked her when she wasn't chill. I didn't like her when she was like Christian, but I liked her when she was like hyperactive and silly. She's cute. I think she's my favorite character.
Yeah, and then we get Joyce and Walky just having 0 brain cells together in the pet store.
Yeah, these two got great chemistry. I wonder if that'll come with anything. I say, looking at the header.
Yeah, looking at the header, I don't think so.
Yeah, they go to a pet store, and Joyce is really excited by the animals. She tries to grab and hug a kitty, and it doesn't like her.
Just like before.
It's so clever. So instead, she decides to adopt a puppy, which do like being given loads of attention.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a spotless Dalmatian. Don't worry about it.
It is very cute. I've only had the spotless Dalmatian for a day. But if anything happened to him, I would kill everyone and then myself.
Yeah, and then we get the little Hey Doggy comic, which has an animation.
It does. This is cute. Walky is like dogboy maxing. He sees the dog and then tries to like imitate it. And then gets kicked out for, being a dog boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, this gets animated. Which you see in the description. It's a very rough animation, but it is cute.
Mm-hmm.
I'll include this.
But yeah, then we get some basic puppy hijinks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it behaves like a dog, so it just like rips things up and is cute.
Rattles the kennel.
Yeah.
Mike tries to squish it.
Yeah. With a fucking hammer. Jesus.
Hey, he also tries to neuter it with oversized gardening shears. So we got our oversized prop.
Yeah. The prop is back. And then we get the thing you mentioned earlier, which is that she decides to name the dog Danny, and she tells this to Sal, and Sal's like, maybe not,
maybe not.
Which Jason learns of this, and she sees how Sal reacts to hearing the name Danny, and we get a little flashback to Jason and Sal meeting in the bar, and then another flashback to like Joe holding a like unconscious Joyce. So Jason's curious what's going up. What's up with Sal and her past.
But hey, windows exist so that Sal can enter and exit any awkward conversation.
Yeah, she does just like leave via the window. Classic.
Yeah, and then hey, Alan's back.
Yeah, Alan's training Walky, and Walky's like, "Aren't you dead? I found your bits."
Yeah, it goes through various tests to see if he's got telekinetic powers, if he's got any memory hiccups.
Yeah, if he's got any memory hiccups.
If he's got any memory hiccups.
Yeah, that's a good gag. I like that one. This has the telekinesis, it gives him a spoon. Good old Matrix reference. You're allowed to do those in 2000. It wasn't like tied
Did not
yet.
specify how to bend the spoon.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty easy. First, you must realize there is no spoon. No memory
That movie
hiccups.
had come out finally. But yeah, this little thing ends our year 0 run.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about this first storyline for It's Walky?
It's solid. There's a lot of plot happening. So I'm curious if it's going to like keep up that pace for the whole thing, or if it's just like going to be like plot silly bits for a bit, plot silly bits, etc. I don't know. I'm not quite sure how this is going to go. I enjoyed this, but also I don't. What am I trying to say? I don't know. There's a lot of just like fighting and stuff, which like doesn't grab me that much, but it's done well for what it is, I guess. How about you? How are you feeling about this?
I'm enjoying it. That got more head alien. I love this little guy. Mm-hmm. He's evil.
Yeah, I'm not as smitten by him, I guess. But maybe more. Maybe I'll be more so as we go later on. Maybe when we find out what like his like plan is and stuff. At the minute, he just like is like evil and does bits, and they're funny bits, but like there's not much to him at the minute.
Look, I also just in general love a villain who loves his own voice.
That's true.
But yeah, like I will give you a heads up. There might be funny bits and serious bits coming forward.
Mm-hmm. Exciting. Yeah, I think I just want like a little bit like more like melodrama. If there's going to be plot, I do want to see like characters being sad and stuff, rather than just like action and just jokes. Mm-hmm. It's hard to, and I talked about this like last time when the like aliens were like a big deal at the end of Roomies. It's like it's hard to like fully grasp the like stakes of this, because on the one hand like at least 12 people died, but also it's just like silly aliens taking over DC type bullshit. Mm-hmm. And like not to say things can't be like tonally like bipolar. It's just like it's not. I don't know. It's not perfect yet, but there's a way to go. So I'm not gonna like hold it against it.
Yeah, nah, and it will never be perfect, but it will get better.
Yeah.
No art is ever perfect.
That's true. It does make me curious about what Joyce and Walky is, the one after this. I assume like It's Walky is then going to be fighting aliens and defeating them, and then Joyce's Walky is to like back to like slice of life stuff. I assume. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out in 47.3 more episodes.
Man, that 0.3 episode's going to be rough, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, well, it was a bonus episode, but we realized like a third of the way through it was just like kind of boring.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be our Attack of the Clones episode. You get 20 minutes in and go, fuck this. Phantom Menace ended up being more relevant than I thought it would, because like we start with like our main character is like a child. He has like so many midichlorians that he can like control alien tech. It's kind of just like Phantom Menace.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a 1-to-1 to Phantom Menace.
Yeah, except the aliens in this aren't racist, so it's like a million times better.
Yeah, the what if you added more Mars attacks to Phantom Menace?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is quite Mars attacks. That was out, right? That's like 90s. Yeah. I wonder. Yeah, so I assume it's like kind of inspired by that a little bit, like all this stuff, as well as like a lot of things, because Mars attacks did not invent the idea of Martians attacking, but it does feel very much like that.
And X-Files, the secret government organizations and all that.
Yeah, it's just it's doing just like tropes, which is I guess like one of the other like weaknesses I think of it so far, is that like a lot of this is just like stuff I've seen before, and like stuff can be good even if it's stuff I've seen before. It's just I'm like trying to like find the thing that makes this story unique. Like what do I like in this that I couldn't find somewhere else? I feel like I'm being very mean to this comic, but also I don't know. I didn't
It's very
hate it.
funny that you're being meaner now than you were in Roomies.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying not to be mean because I didn't hate it. I did enjoy this. There's a lot of like jokes that like really got me, and I really appreciate the.
It's gotten good enough that your critical thinking like parts are like going into overdrive.
Yeah, it's not just like this happened, then this happens. The art's really crude. It's not like that. It's now like, okay, there's like a story happening with characters and stuff. So I'm thinking about it now and going like, what doesn't work about this for me? And a lot of things don't work, but I enjoyed most of it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see where it goes.
Yeah, it's gonna go places. Let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you over 370 more episodes.
That number keeps getting bigger. I'm scared.
Look, we gotta. If we start getting like some more listeners, we gotta start stretching this out.
Yeah.
More than our current listener singular.
Yeah, if you're the one listening to this, thank you for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying this. Yeah. I guess you must be if you're sticking around.
Let me look at our analytics. Thank you, listener Scanner.
Yeah, I'm listening every week to remind myself of the things that I missed. Do you have any more notes? Sorry to interrupt.
No, I think we covered pretty much everything.
Yeah, let me flick through what I had to say. In reverse. Eat your fucking veggies, Walky. Yeah, he doesn't want to eat his broccoli. There's a bit I liked. Where like Joyce is like asking the rest of her team if they want to like hang out with her for the day, and everyone has excuses. And then it was just, you're dumb and annoying. That's funny, just like saying that straight to her face. But then she finds like Walky doing ceiling time, which is the opposite of floor time. This is where we learn in the commentary, because the author just like, yeah, I suppose that's how he do it. We learn that Walky's sticking himself to the ceiling with bubble gum, so he needs to replant his bubble gum, and hence why he goes out with Joyce.
Yeah, we'll have you try ceiling time instead of floor time tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll do my best. I'll buy a bunch of like bubble gum at the store. I got Walky invoking the Dalek paradox. I believe that's when like all the mechs show up, and he's like, well, in cartoons, when like there's one of something, it's a threat, but when there's loads, they're easy to take out.
Here in the US, we call it the Ninja Paradox.
Yeah. That's a good joke.
Yeah.
Same jokes a lot.
It turns out it's true. They're equally as hard to kill.
Yeah.
But yeah, that sounds like pretty much everything.
I think that's everything. I think that's this intro to It's Walky. I don't know if I had like loads interesting to say about this, but I guess that's just because like it's starting and it's getting the main big like plot through. It's year zero. Just do the plot, and then I think like I'll have like more interesting stuff to say about the next section. I hope at least. I hope I have interesting things to say.
I also hope you have interesting things to say, so we have a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's your suggestions for people to look at for this week?
I'm going to recommend, because I referenced it earlier, I'm going to recommend John Boyce's 17776, which is kind of a comic. It's got words and images, that makes it a comic.
That's true.
17776 is a story about what football will look like in the future. It is set, as you can tell from its title, in the year 17,776. Anything more than that would be a spoiler. It's fantastic. It's a really, really short read. It's an incredible like bit of like science fiction writing. It's very funny. Very like thoughtful and like sad at times. It's fantastic.
Good use of HTML.
Yeah, it's doing a lot of like really clever stuff with like HTML and like CSS in terms of just like how a website looks. It's doing a lot of interesting stuff with like Google Earth as its like main like image like creation thing. If any of you have like seen John Boyce's work before, firstly I would recommend it also. But secondly, is like there's a lot of graphs and there's a lot of Google Earth, and it's like a really like cool, distinct kind of like scrappy like style. I think that's my recommendation. 17776. What about you?
My recommendation is going to be a Webtoon
Mm-hmm.
Going from like the far distant past of comic aggregators in Keen Spot to the current era of webcomic aggregators that overwork and underpay people. This one is Sword Interval by Benjamin Fluter.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so like this is like a world that's like had the apocalypse start and like end halfway through.
Yeah.
So you've got like these giant like skeletons of titans that have cities built in them. Well, more like towns, and like monsters are like walking the world with people hunting them. And the main character, Fall, is in paranormal witness protection.
Mm-hmm.
Because her parents were killed by what appears to be the harbinger of the apocalypse,
mm-hmm.
who is trying to finish the half finished death and rebirth of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got like about 240 episodes on Webtoons, or chapters, or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah. Is it done or is it ongoing?
It's done. It's finished. Finished in 2020. I try and only recommend things that are finished.
Yeah, same. I try and recommend either things that are finished or things that are just over and aren't coming back.
Yeah. That's the other kind of finished.
Yeah. Thank you for the recommendation. I think sorry, one more thought before we go.
Okay.
I think it's interesting to like bring up like Webtoon as a like aggregator, because we'll probably get to this as we like go through more like webcomic history, but webcomics are like more popular now than they've ever been. It's just that the kind of webcomic and the way you read them has changed. You know, the like Gag-A-Day, like Gamers on Couch style that you think of when you hear the term webcomic of the, you know, the 2000s. That's like dead basically. It's just like, and you know, that's when you hear webcomic, that's what you think of, but that's not really what they are anymore. They are, you know, romantasy stories on Webtoon. They are things that like get like adapted. Now you get like, I don't know, like Solar Leveling is like an example of like a webtoon that like got adapted into a cartoon. One Punch Man, so like that's like a few years ago now.
And that wasn't on Webtoon. That was on social media. Yeah,
but again, it's just like I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I think it's like interesting to think about how like webcomics are just like comics now.
Yeah,
and there's not a like sort of meaningful distinction between the two, and as such, a webcomic can be adapted into something, and it can be printed in a book. You can buy, you know, a book version of like Lore Olympus. You shouldn't, but you can. And I don't know, I think that's like interesting. I think like, you know, like DC is like uploading stuff to Webtoon, like Bat Family stuff.
Yeah.
That's
like, DC, which has tried its own like online platform for their own comics, has been like, well, I guess we got to do this Webtoon thing. Because it turns out people like to read stuff if it's free.
Yeah. I think,
and will then buy your trade paperback.
Yeah, people will read it for free, and then they'll buy the physical book that comes out afterwards, and that's how you like make the money. I don't know. I think it's interesting how like with Webtoon, with like the like early days of that when it was like mostly like Korean stuff that was like getting posted there. I'm thinking also about like the availability of like pirate like scanlations of manga and stuff, and that being the main way that people would read those. It's sort of like it would that like all this like stuff happening like a decade, 15 years ago now, and then continuing to now is like sort of collapse the distinction between comic and webcomic, because you also will read a comic on your screen. You don't really buy a book anymore. You buy a subscription to Marvel's whatever, and that's how you read the comic. They're kind of the same thing.
It's okay. Marvel still hates you if you buy a Marvel Unlimited.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter how many people read something on Marvel Unlimited. What matters is the floppy sales, not even the trade paperback sales.
Yeah. I don't know. It's, again, obviously comics still exist. They still get printed. Graphic novels still exist. They still get printed. And there's plenty of stuff that's like only being published on like Canvas that isn't getting printed. But there's the distinction is like less clear. It's harder to say what is and isn't a webcomic and what isn't like.
Yeah, the slow, steady like genre expansion from only superheroes to everything else, like starts with like underground comics, but it is like exploded thanks to like Webtoon and Tapas and like these huge webcomic aggregators. And it turns out people like to read things that aren't superheroes, like romance. People actually like when two people kiss.
They really like when there's a fantasy setting and romance is happening in it.
Yeah.
They really like when you get like isekai to like another world and you're like a princess and you have to like marry the night lady or whatever. I'm not trying to shit on these things. It's just like there are like tropes.
Yeah. Look, if the person marrying the night lady was also a lady, you'd be all over that. Don't lie.
Yeah, of course I would. Again, I'm not shitting on it. I'm like, I recognize that a lot of things are very common, but I don't know. I think it's cool that Webtoon exists and like Canvas exists.
Yeah, people
can just like make their own stuff and put it out there, and maybe it will get really popular. Maybe you'll make I don't know, the next Zoophobia, and then you'll get to turn your DeviantArt OCs into a cartoon for Amazon. And then you get to adapt like Homestuck, which I guess is like full circle now of like
it's the circle is complete.
Yeah, that's fucked up that they're gonna try and make Homestuck into a show. That's impossible. Stop. You can't do it. This isn't even like it won't be good. It's like no, you will fucking crash on the rocks of that shore. Like don't do it.
Let me make something that's mostly text.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of it is about being mixed media, and then not mix the media. And well, it's okay. Maybe we'll enjoy watching it crash and burn.
I mean, I didn't enjoy that pilot, but
Yeah, the pilot wasn't very good.
Yeah. Tell you what, I do actually have another recommendation. Sorry, I know we're going long
go ahead.
at the end here. We will not be talking about Homestuck, at least not beyond just like it like coming up occasionally. But if you would like to learn more about Homestuck and don't want to like have to go through the ordeal of reading it, or if you have read it and you just want to hear some people like talk about what's interesting about it, I'm going to recommend the podcast Homestuck Made This World.
Yeah, it's a good podcast.
It's really good,
and it's over. They've done it all.
Yeah, unlike a lot of podcasts which have tried to be about Homestuck, they actually finished it.
Although Act 6 did take a bit of time.
It sure did.
But yeah, I think that's everything.
Thank you for listening. I hope you'll tune in next week for more of It's Walky. We'll see what's going to go on with that silly little guy and that silly little gal Joyce. What are they doing?
Bits, probably.
I hope so. I hope we see more of those too. I quite like them. I quite like how goofy they are.
I can tell you they do show up again.
Yay!
I know this is surprising, but yes, Joyce and Walky do show up again in the Walkyverse. But yeah, thank you everybody. We will see you on It's Talkie. Same talkie RSS feed. Same talkie time. Same talkie talk.
Same, talk. Go listen to Talk. Go listen to Spirit of Eden. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I see the future coming, but I don't know what to do with you now that you're mine. And everything's ending, we don't have the time. I must have been out of my mind, 'cause I finally have something I don't